Most students look at a university's official government backing and stop right there. But if the institution's specific purpose doesn't match your actual career goals, that prestige can lead you into a very restrictive 4 years. Take Rashtriya Raksha University, or RRU Levad. It is officially designated as an institution of national importance, operating directly under the Ministry of Home Affairs. But RRU is a purpose-built ecosystem. It doesn't provide a general education. It is built strictly to train specialists in internal security, cyber defense, and criminal law. If you apply here expecting a traditional broad college experience, you are going to find the infrastructure highly limiting. To see if it's right for you, we have to look at your path. You're either looking for broad exploration or you're heading toward a laser-focused career. If you are an undecided student looking for a general BA or BSc, you should look elsewhere. The facilities at Levad are not designed to support that kind of academic wandering. But if you are already committed to national security or digital forensics, we can move forward. We need to look at the specific logistical demands this campus will place on you. Choosing RRU means trading typical campus flexibility for a highly regulated environment that functions as a career accelerator. The academic infrastructure is the first place where that specialization becomes obvious, starting with the library. This chart compares physical versus digital resources. On the physical side, the collection is small, barely 15,000 print books and only 43 print periodicals for the entire student body. But the digital side is a different story. They provide access to over 500,000 ebooks and 17,000 e-journals. The physical library is essentially just a gateway to a massive digital database. This creates a physical space problem. There are only 250 reading seats available for a campus housing more than 1,400 students. This works for cybersecurity or digital forensics students who spend their time working on screens from their own desks. But if you prefer studying from physical textbooks in a dedicated hall, you'll find yourself competing for space every single day. To succeed here, you have to be a self-directed digital researcher. The campus is built for people who don't need a physical study hall to get their work done. Living on campus means joining over 1,400 other students in a routine centered around the Annapurna Mess Hall. Because of the university's focus, the security is constant. You are in a monitored environment with 24/7 CCTV coverage. While it's exceptionally safe, it lacks the spontaneity of a standard university. There are very few off-campus options for socializing or getting away from that routine. There are 8 officially recognized clubs for things like cinematography, dance, and music to keep you occupied on campus. However, the most useful groups for your career, like the Cyber Squad or the Google Developer Student Clubs, are technical groups you'll have to find on your own once you're on the ground. You'll need to talk to upperclassmen and network early to find these technical circles, as they aren't always highlighted in the official student life guides. The campus provides a safe environment and basic housing, but you have to actively seek out those specialized technical groups to see any real career benefit. If you choose to live off campus, the daily commute from hubs like Ahmedabad is another area where the rules are absolute. The university runs 2 bus routes, starting from RTO Circle and the Airport Circle, but getting a seat is a high-pressure process. Once you get your confirmation email, you have exactly 24 hours to pay the fees and collect your pass from the Student Affairs Office. The system is rigid. You pay for transport once per semester, and that's your only option. There are no daily fares. If you miss the bus or your schedule changes for a day, your semester pass doesn't offer any flexibility for alternative transport. Your only other option is the public GSRTC buses running between Gandhinagar and Dehegam, which have their own fixed morning and evening schedules. The transport system is reliable, but it provides no safety net if your daily schedule deviates from the university's plan. To make a final choice on RRU Levad, you must see which persona you actually fit. This chart compares your academic goals against your daily preferences. On the bottom, we move from a need for flexibility to a need for structure. Vertically, we move from being undecided to having a specialized career goal. Consider a student who values personal flexibility and hasn't yet committed to a specific career path. For them, RRU will feel like a series of obstacles. The rigid transit, constant monitoring, and lack of traditional study spaces will lead to frustration. Do not apply. Now, consider the student who thrives on routine and is focused on a career in security or forensics. This student can use the massive digital library and predictable, secure environment to focus entirely on their training. For them, this is an ideal fit. If you're still in the middle and aren't sure if you want that level of restriction, a traditional state university is a safer bet for keeping your academic options open. RRU Lavad serves a very specific purpose for MHA-backed careers. It's an effective route if you're ready for its rigid stricture, but it offers very little room for those who aren't yet sure where they're heading.